The only thing that fans found out in Big Mom's flashback was that there was a village in Elba where the giants lived, and that this village also housed the two elders of the country, Jarul and Jorul. Elba was seen again in the story, specifically in the Final Saga when Kid approached its shores. There, his entire ship was sunk by Shanks and his allies. Once again, we only got to see a small glimpse of what Elbaf truly looked like, and Oda moved on from this location quickly. Now finally, Oda has decided to fully reveal what Elbaf is truly like, and chapter 1130 gave fans a proper look at this country on the very last page. Oda revealed Elbaf to be a giant mountainous piece of land with a massive tree running straight up through it. This tree then has another tree on top of it, with waterfalls coming down from the very top and a massive sword stuck directly within. Clearly design-wise, Elbaf is absolutely spectacular. This might just be one of the most incredible looking countries in the world of One Piece, but it isn't the look of this country that amazes the fans. The fact is that the geography of Elbaf plays a very important role in how this arc will be structured, and we cannot wait to see more of it. Quite easily, the most important thing in the land of Elbaf is the massive tree, which will likely be called Yaggdrasil. This is the world tree that runs through Elbaf. In fact, it covers about 90% of the entire country, given how massive it is. The world tree itself houses life in Elbaf. This was confirmed in chapter 1130 as the Straw Hat Pirates were seemingly on the second level of Elbaf and started heading towards the third level. This essentially clarifies the fact that different levels of Elbaf house different people, and that they have a specific purpose. The world tree holds all life together in Elbaf, and its importance to the people and their culture is probably paramount. So far, we have seen 3 different levels in Elbaf. All 3 of them are likely inspired by the Norse mythology tree. Yaggdrasil also has many levels. So level 1 is likely based on Niflheim. The base of Elbaf, which essentially consists of rocky mountains, snowy regions, and plains, is likely based on Niflheim. This is known to be a very cold, dark, and gloomy place that is ruled by the goddess Hel. Of course, One Piece hasn't explicitly confirmed for this place to be named Niflheim, but it is clearly inspired by it. When Luffy jumped down from the castle to the mountains in One Piece chapter 1130, it was shown to be covered with snow and had jagged mountains, with living conditions there looking quite extreme. Loki, the Prince of Elbaf, also known as the Cursed Prince, was locked up in this level. It was revealed to the fans there that Loki, after being freed, would go on to destroy the entire world. How things will proceed at this level isn't clear, but we know for a fact that Oda will expand upon it greatly. At the same time, we also know that there are parts of this level of Elbaf that are not covered by snow and likely even house multiple villages. For instance, the village where Big Mom was likely resides on this level, which leads one to believe that even on this level, there are different areas which have different seasons and slightly different culture as well. Now comes to level 2, which is likely based on Midgard. The second level is essentially on top of the first tree, and there we haven't seen much as of yet, but through the visual itself, it is clear that there is a massive city on top and that it appears to be the place where most Elbaf residents live. After Luffy and the Straw Hats broke free of the detention center, they continued to travel across a giant bridge that connected to the second level on top. Right now, we do not know much about this level of Elbaf. It is clearly incredibly massive, and just like the first level, it likely has many areas that, although connected to one another, have completely different climates. Many different people are likely residents of these areas. Curiously enough, in Norse mythology, this area is called Midgard, and this is where men live with some settlements of gods being there as well. Interestingly enough, we know that some humans live on Elbaf as well that are not giants. This was confirmed when Shanks was seen heading out to protect Elbaf, and a bunch of humans were surrounding him. Perhaps they live on the Midgard somewhere else. At the very least, we know that different people exist in the land of Elbaf, and level 3 is likely based on Asgard. On top of the first tree is another one, and it almost feels like it is a continuation of the same tree. This tree spans over the entire country, and the top of it is actually hidden in clouds. It is highly likely that on the top of the tree is where the royalty of Elbaf lives. The castle of King Harald, who was murdered by his own son Loki, is likely up in the clouds. There are also multiple waterfalls flowing down from the top level down to the bottom ones, and then directly into the sea or different parts of the mountainous region on the first level. In Norse mythology, the top level, also known as Asgard, is where the gods live. This means that characters such as Loki technically belong to this realm, and since Hajruddin is his brother, he is also from there. King Harald and his other family could also be situated there. If there are other characters inspired by godly figures in Elbaf, then they are also likely there. The most important part of Elbaf is going to be this top, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what lies there. Hopefully, the upcoming few chapters of One Piece will make it clear to the fans, and Elbaf along with its world building will be explored more. Well, the video ends here, but I'd like to know your opinion, so make sure to let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a like and also subscribe to the channel. We'll meet again with another amazing video. Until then, goodbye.